Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. It's happening. Hey, yeah, retired judges in Nigeria has come together unanimously to reply to Tinubu. You cannot release state fund to a state administrator, to a sole administrator. Nobody can suspend a governor if the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation, will not tell you the truth, and the House of Legislation, both Senate and House of Representatives, will not tell you the truth. We will tell you what the Constitution says, and the invocation of the Section 305 is in wrong. You have invoked it in a wrong perspective. This is not the way to go. So all words have come out in regards to what is really going on and how we got here in the first place. A very serious call to Tinubu to reinstate, Fubara immediately, or they will take further actions that may implicate Nigerian government and get, external, people to look at all of this. So this is exactly what is going on as everybody begins to look into this and asking, how come retired judges are the only ones saying it? And that's to tell you that there may be compromise already going on. Yes, serious compromise already going on in terms of, how we got here in the first place. Some of these things going on. There's compromise. You see, some people are already being compromised. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. You cannot release funds to a sole administrator. You can't do that at all. My dear, it's happening. A former president of the Delta State Customary Court, Justice Malakba Emosore, retired, has criticized Bola Ahmed Tinubu's decision to release Rivers State allocation to the sole administrator, describing it as a grave error and unconstitutional. Where is the Attorney General of the Federation? Where are the Senate and the legislative arm? Mercer, in an interview with Vanguard, strongly condemned the president's actions, emphasizing that it was a violation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He argued it is unlawful. Yes, it is unconstitutional. You cannot release funds to a sole administrator, and I mean it is very wrong. The House is doing nothing about this. The retired judge pointed out that the Constitution does not provide for the appointment of sole administrator to govern a state, calling it wrong in any way, form, or kind. He explained that everything carried out by such an administrator will be considered volatile error, meaning beyond their legal power, rendering their actions null and void. The Constitution does not conceive of a situation where you even appoint a sole administrator to run a state. It's unconstitutional. Anything the sole administrator does is null and void, because there is no argument under the Constitution for the appointment for a sole administrator to administer a state and to lead. Mercery remark: the Attorney General of the Federation should rise up and do the right thing. They should invoke the Constitution. Report that the Mercery also took issues with the President's decision took on issues with the President's suspension of the Rivers State Governor Fubara, warning that it's an act of significant threat to Nigerian democracy. If this is not dealt with, we can take it beyond Nigeria to Africa, where the Constitution of Nigeria will be interpreted by independent judges who have no dealing with the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have no dealing with the political situation in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It stated that it will set a dangerous precedence where the president could abruptly suspend any governor across the country, undermining the national democratic system. It is a way of threat to bring other governors under threat and submission. There is no arrangement in the Constitution that permits any authority in this country to suspend an elected official, least of all a governor. So the president suspending the governor of Rivers State is a very gross misconduct of our democratic system. The former judge cited numerous court decisions ascertaining that no one, not even the president, has the authority to suspend an elected governor or member of the legislative. The president does not have that power. It's a shame that those that should rise up are doing nothing about it. It's stressed that there is a defined constitutional process for removing an elected official, which does not include suspension. There are so many decisions of court to that effect that nobody can suspend the governor. Nobody can suspend even the members of the House of Assembly if they are elected. There is no process for there is due process for removing them, and it's not suspension. Emissary concluded. We will take this further into Africa and, if need be, much more further, so that Nigeria constitution can be interpreted. What has happened is wrong. So my lovely, wonderful people, this is exactly what is going on now. As you and I can see, there are all kinds of, ideas on how things have been and why things must change. And this is what is happening now. The decision to allow certain individuals to be the one that decides what happens at the end of the day is unprofessional. Where one person is deciding the future of the nation. And, we have the president have acquired so much power that Nigerians seem to be in a very dairy position. Whatever it is, we must all begin to take very decisive position in order to avert some of these unbelievable traits that is going on right now. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. There is time for everything, and one of those times is for us to begin to, decide on what we will accept as a normal process going on in this country. We must begin to make those decisions so that together we can really forge ahead and do all that is needed and right. So my people, it is what it is, and we must see it for what it is and begin to, act immediately so that there can really be transformation and things can begin to change. Well, if you have never paid attention, this is time to arise to ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible to bring this nation out of the hands of those who wants to, cage it and bring it into where it needs to be. There is time for everything. And one of those times is for us to ensure that we are rising up and we are not allowing, dictators to be the judge of our nation and deciding what is happening to us. It is what it is. Please remember who you are. Don't forget you are important. Leave us a comment, like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now.